you were asked about this after the game, but if you had more time to reflect on the fact that you kind of hit the top of the record books and stuff like that, so it's going to be there now forever.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it a little bit, but that's not my main focus right now. But I think I'm going to wait till the end of the season to really reflect and be able to see everything that I've accomplished. But I think it is pretty cool, pretty special for me. But like I said, just continue to finish the season. I want to finish my career strong.
I think Coach Sweeney has talked about, last year you guys were 4-4 in the ACC. Just being 7-1 would be a huge improvement. How much is that meaningful in itself, and how much do you kind of keep out the stuff about SMU and Miami and what happens with them?
Yeah, I mean, we got to control what we can control and let the cards play out how they do. But I think the biggest thing for us, a lot of us got together last year that were in a similar situation to me, just trying to come back for another year, finish on a better note, leave the program in a better place than when we showed up. So I think the biggest thing for us, that improvement with our record within the conference, I think it's good for us, but I think we still know we could do better. So.
Cade was talking about the touchdown to TJ. It was actually like a draw play, and Virginia Tech had like the perfect defense to go against it. They still made a play. Like, how impressive was that when you went back and watched as an offense?
Yeah, no, it was a crazy play. Cade, he does a really good job for us back there. So he's just making a play with his legs, being able to stay up in the pocket, and they brought some pressure. And then TJ was wide open. Those are the hardest catches to make when you're wide open. I was happy for both of them to be able to make that play, and I think it really sparked our sideline and sparked the whole offense to be able to put more points on the board.
Looking at Pitt's defense, just what are some of your takeaways as this offense tries to manage the game plan against them?
Yeah, Pitt's got a really good team, really good defense. They hang their hat on stopping the run. So just being able to go out there, execute at a high level and do what we do.
I think you had a pretty big block last night. It was pretty notable. I think some of the coaches were talking about it. Just sort of what's your mentality when you're run blocking as a tight end, just sort of how you try to set the tone there?
Yeah, one of the signs that hangs up in our room says most physical. So we try and be the most physical group on the field every time we take the field. So just being able to go out there, put a hat on a hat and make a big hole for Phil to run through.
Putting yourself in those record books, I know you said that's not what your focus is. What is your focus? What is your mindset every day when you walk in this facility or when you take the field on Saturday?
I come in here with a game day mindset, trying to just take practice as serious as I can, treat it just like the game, so then the game is basically like practice. So just being able to go out there, do the game plan, get on the same page with Cade, offensive line, kind of just figure out what we're going to do on Saturday. And I think another big focus for me is just continue to get better every day. I got things I can improve on, so just being able to work on those weaknesses and try and become the best player I can.
Where do you think your biggest growth has been in your time here at Clemson?
I would say just in my leadership, just being able to be somebody that guys can count on, be somebody that guys can go to for advice. I played a lot of snaps here, I've seen a lot of football, so just being able to help those guys out, and then just be somebody that's consistent, be somebody that's there for Cade anytime he needs them.
What's it like to give back, to be leading guys? What are those moments like for you, and how do you approach it when you're thinking of the advice you'll give to guys?
Yeah, back in the early part of my career, I had really good veteran tight ends in front of me, Davis, Braden, guys, Luke, Price even, guys that really poured into me early on in my career. So just being able to reciprocate that and just pass down the knowledge, pass down the information, anything I know, anything that I've learned, just down to the young guys and continue to raise the standard at the tight end position.
When you're in a game and the catches aren't happening and things just aren't clicking, what is that process like for you in a game? Is there like a reset button? What are you doing? Are you watching film on the sideline to figure things out? How do you make those in-game adjustments to get things clicking?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is being able to play well with and without the ball, being able to impact the game. If I'm catching the ball or if I'm blocking or if I'm just running a route to open somebody else up. I think the biggest thing for me is just trying to impact the game both with the ball and without. And I think, we do watch film on the sidelines. That's a new thing this year with the iPads. And I think it's been really beneficial for us just to be able to make adjustments. Even last week, some halftime adjustments that we knew we had to make, be able to go out there and score more points in the second half. I think it worked out well for us.
Is it one of those where, like, if the catches aren't happening, you're like, okay, let me focus more on off-the-ball stuff because then it'll come? Is that true?
Yeah, every time you run a route, you don't really know when the ball is going to come to you, so just always trying to be ready, always be in my spot, always run great routes, and be open when anytime the ball comes. So.
Random question: do you play Fortnite at all? Do you see what the defense did after Sammy's?
Yeah, I played Fortnite back in the day, but I'm more of a Call of Duty guy now.
Does that give the offense energy when the defense is having fun and doing what they're doing? Does that actually translate back to you guys at all?
Yeah, 100%. I think our biggest thing is just playing complementary football. So offense picking up defense, defense picking up the offense, kind of just playing off each other. When we're playing complementary football, we're a really good football team. So I think just, when those guys are out there, holding serve, doing their thing, playing at a high level, making plays, celebrating, having fun, it kind of gives us confidence to go out there and do what we do. So I think it definitely plays a part. But I think that, the biggest thing I say is complementary football and playing with each other.
Any questions for Jake from Zoom?
Hey Jake, this is Darian Carter with the Greenville News. I know you say you're not focused on any of the records. I'm just curious, but did Jordan Leggett or any prominent other former Clemson player reach out to you after you broke the receptions record?
Yeah, Jordan, he was a great tight end here. We've talked plenty just over my career here, but they have reached out to me before, and they reached out to me for sure.
Any other questions for Jake? All right, thanks, Jake.
Thank you, guys.